Hey guys, so woke up this morning and across my Twitter, what a weird thing to say. I was notified that a trailer was released for a movie called Viceroy's House, and it sounded kind of interesting. I did a little digging, and it looks like it's a UK Indian film, both a UK and Indian film that covers kind of. It looks like it covers the period, and I think it was the late 1940s, right when right before India was separated into the two countries of India and Pakistan. So in this movie it looks like it follows the I should say one of the main characters played by Hugh Bonneville. Looks like it's he plays the Viceroy, which actually happened to be the last Viceroy before British Empire withdrew from India, right? And according to this, his name was Mountbatten, Viceroy Mountbatten, right? So this movie looks to follow kind of his final era, right? When there was a bunch of stuff that happened. So this is why this kind of movie kind of interests me, because specifically in the description it says like there's some lesser known events around that time period that the movie brings to light. So I'm kind of curious to see what it does bring to light and kind of the feelings and stuff that were brought up at the time. I'm kind of interested in the take on it. So what I do know, not very much, but it was the withdrawal from British rule was supposed to be like a year or two later. I think they withdrew in 47, right? And then but they originally planned it for like 48 or 49. I'm not quite sure. The final Viceroy that Bonneville plays, he pushed it up, or he moved up the withdrawal because of violence that broke out between Hindu Indians and Muslim Indians. Is that a correct statement? That there was some in northern and eastern India. There was some kind of clashes, or continuing, I should say. There was some clashes between the Hindus and the Muslims. Well, part of the whole withdrawal process was the separation between India and Pakistan, if I'm correct, but not Pakistan as we know it now. It's Pakistan with Bangladesh before that separation. I forget when Bangladesh separated from Pakistan. That's the geographical consequences of that era, right? Forgive me again. This is stuff. This is a knowledge gap. Anyway, so the separation from that whole there was the nationalist parties in India at the time. They agreed to the border that then became Pakistan and India. Pakistan at that time, and that was a result of the kind of pulling out, or that was a result of whatever the outcome of the Viceroy's decision and the British withdrawing from India. So that's the foundational knowledge, which I think is accurate, but please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm always looking to kind of learn about this period of time over in India. But hence the reason that I'm kind of excited for this film, because again, it might kind of bring to light some stuff that is not well known, in the world. So anyway, I want to check out this trailer. Thanks for bearing with me. Kind of excited for this. So let's check out Viceroy's House.
I am to be the last Viceroy of India, and I shall carry out the role with great pride.
You're giving a nation back to its people. How bad can it be?
You're the future.
We are.
Then let's not make a mess of it.
Gillian Anderson.
Jeet Kumar, sir. He's the new boy.
We have something in common there. You think India is ready to rule itself?
We've learned from the best.
From now on, there'll be more Indians of all faiths round our table. We can change a lot, and we absolutely have to.
You'll wear yourself out.
So they're trying to bring all parties to the table?
300 million Hindus and Sikhs want a united India. 100 million Muslims do not.
You dance with your own kind.
My own kind.
Have some respect.
New nations are rarely born in peace.
It's got to be a
Wow.
clean cut. It's a bloody axe.
Holy shit.
Right
Maxwell.
through people's lives.
Well,
whatever their differences are, all Indians have one thing in common.
What's that?
They can't wait to get rid of us.
I can't wait to get rid of us.
Your father taught me the future is what we make it.
We are brothers with one soul. To divide us on religious grounds is against the will of God.
Without peace, all other dreams vanish and are reduced to ashes.
India is a ship on fire.
I don't know what to do. We belong together.
You have used me and my family.
We came to give India back her freedom, not to tear her apart.
Wow. Okay, I feel like the final shot in that trailer was like an actual picture that was an actual picture from like a historical picture or something. I want to look that up. I want to see if that is actually a similar picture. The main character of, I don't know who he plays, but the Indian actor, I just looked it up, Manish Dayal. He looked like he was speaking to his wife or significant other, and he mentioned something about being together. So I'm kind of curious right off the bat, is Manish Dayal's character and I believe Huma Qureshi, who plays his wife or significant other. I wonder if one is Hindu and one is Muslim, and maybe there's kind of a personal story that's being told at the same time here. Since kind of India's in a state of chaos, this maybe is a personal story of tolerance, I guess. So, wow, there was like a lot that happened in that trailer, I feel like. So it sounds like it's from part of it's going to be from the British perspective of they're trying to withdraw to the point where India can kind of govern themselves. But from their perspective, it looks like there's obviously heavy religious division within the country, and they weren't kind of expecting that, or they weren't kind of prepared for that as they withdrew. Especially since I know he moved up the date, right? So they withdrew a lot quicker than they originally planned to, I guess. Wow, there's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot of learning in this film, but that's kind of a good thing here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm actually really looking forward to this. There's a lot I feel like I have to learn about this time period. What are your guys' thoughts on it? Do you guys think it's going to take a balanced perspective of all sides, meaning it'll give kind of the British perspective, and it'll give kind of the Hindu perspective, and then kind of the Muslim perspective? One thing I did note in that trailer I picked up on is there was a line where it was saying like the Hindus were all for a unified India, and then obviously the Muslims wanted kind of their separate nation, and I hope it kind of digs into that and kind of the relationship between not just like the violence, not just like kind of showing some protests and some violence breaking out between the Hindus and the Muslims, but actually I want to hear more about that story, like the driving forces for why the Muslims wanted to be separated, and why the Hindus wanted kind of a unified India. Like that's the stuff. Like I know that's what each wanted, but I want to learn more about. I want to learn more about kind of the fundamental, like guttural reasons why. So that's one thing I'm kind of hoping that this movie delivers. But then again, we could just have a conversation about it too, for those that are more informed than I am. Let's have a talk about it, I guess, in the comments. But let me know if you think it's going to be kind of balanced, and if it's going to be kind of look at it from all sides, or if you think it's going to be kind of biased. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. It looks good though. I mean, the trailer makes it look like it's gonna take into account kind of all sides here. So I'm looking forward to it. It's got a great tagline, like the end of an empire, the birth of two nations. That's a great tagline. Yeah, appreciate you guys watching. This is a big topic, and I'm I definitely want to kind of get into it. So please leave a comment. I will see you guys at the next reaction. All right.